Hi, I'm Rachel Michiko Whitney with IdeateTV here with Ken Jeong. He is an executive producer and the star of Dr. Ken, and the recipient of the East West Players Award tonight. So congratulations.
Oh, no, thank you, and just thanks to the East West Players for having me.
Do you remember the first time that you first got involved with East West Players or that you first heard about them?
Yeah, I went to a play. It was right when I heard about it. I was dating my wife, and we went to watch this play. It's called Masha No Home, and I really loved the performance. I remember it's this iconic David Henry Hwang play that was with Esther Che and Eddie Shin, and I just thought they did like this amazing job. And there was an after party with like me and Randall were hanging out. That was like 14 years ago, and here we are like full circle together. And I don't know. It's just really, it's a bit more emotional than I anticipated. It was really a lovely. I don't know. It's just a lovely moment, and spent with lovely people. Yeah.
I mean, it's really amazing what you guys have done now. You both have TV series that star Asian American families. So can you tell us a little bit about the conception of Dr. Ken and kind of how you got off the ground?
Yeah, it was really. It had been in many iterations before. Like this, we had developed this maybe about like 4 or 5 years ago, and I just wanted to do a show based on my life, whatever that was, whether it's being a physician, a family man, and it just kind of evolved into Dr. Ken. And we were really fortunate, a couple years ago to get this pilot made at ABC, and then ABC turned it into a series, and Fresh Off the Boat really just paved the way for us. And there, I remember. In the middle of it, like Melvin Marr and one of the exec producers of Fresh Off the Boat, they were just so supportive and just kept supporting us to get on television. It's just been very, very. I've been so blessed to have an amazing team around me, not only of my show but also of other shows like Fresh Off the Boat. Yeah.
And also, I want to talk about Soulsearching because I recently met with Andrea Chung, and I watched
Andrea, yes,
she is amazing, and I watch it. And I mean, one of the things that I love about it is I've just never seen that story told before.
Yeah.
So how did you find it, or how did you find the project?
It was at Sundance. We were premiering Advantageous. It was a drama. Brilliantly directed by Jennifer Pong and written and starring by Jacqueline Kim, and so I was one of the producers of that, and we were promoting that at Sundance, and it went on to win a jury award as well as I think an Independent Spirit nomination, and so we were there. My wife and I were there, and then that's where I met Benson Lee, the director, and Andrea, and saw Justin's an old friend, so I saw Justin Chan, and they. Benson gave me and my wife like a private screening at his place, and so we saw it early on, and we were just loving it in tears and laughing and crying, and it was just so original and it was so moving. I was just like, for whatever it's worth, if you want me to, like, I could promote it or be an EP, or if you need any help from any kind, I'll be there. And it's just I literally was just signed on as an EP only in name. I didn't do anything really for the movie at all except just love it. I just loved it like a fan. So yeah.
Well, congrats.
Yeah, thank you.
And so are you looking for other projects like that to develop as well?
Yeah, I always have my eye out on producing and writing and just other projects with or without me. And it's just anything's game. The sky's the limit on that. It could be anything from comedy to drama or anything in between. So I just want to keep, if anything, this award just inspires me to keep evolving my vision. Yeah.
And then one last question, because I also went to Duke, so I have to ask.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, yes, of course. Now,
yeah.
Yes. Now I remember.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Oh, yes.
So do you have like a favorite memory from Duke, or are you a big Duke basketball fan? Do you still follow it all?
Yeah. Oh man, it was a tough time this year. Yes, I still follow it, and I think my favorite moment at Duke that first comes to mind was. Keep in mind, I'm a bit older. I'm 47, and we hadn't won the championship yet, and I was at Cameron. We were playing against North Carolina, and our arch rival, and I started a cheer. at Cameron Indoor Stadium against King Rice. Is like this amazing point guard from Carolina who's now like the coach of Monmouth University. And I started, I started to cheer against him. Like he comes off the bench and like, oh no, not Rice, and like got 8,000 people to start that. I still remember that. But I also remember he came back next year, scored 28 points, and they beat us by 25. So, what goes around comes around at Cameron. But, for balance, yeah. but no, it's going to Duke was 4 of the best years of my life, and I'm a diehard Blue Devil, as I'm sure you are for the rest of my life, yeah. Yep.
All right, well, congrats again, and thank you for speaking with me.
Thank you very much. Fellow Dookie.
I'm Rachel Michiko Whitney with IdeateTV.